Hi love, welcome back. In today's class we are making turtleneck and sweater. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Let's get right into class. I'm going to be using this Yaya yarn 4mm hook and a stitch marker. I was supposed to upload a video for the top, the skirts in my previous video, but unfortunately I lost the clip, so I would re-record it and upload it soon. Let's get right into this. So to begin with, you make your slip knot. So I'm going to make a small, this is size extra small to small, but the person is tall. After you've made your slip knot, you are going to chain 110. You're going to make 110 foundation chain. If you are size medium, consider making 115, and if you are large, consider making 118. It all depends the size of your arm, so measure it and take into consideration. So I'll meet you when I'm done with 110 chains. So this is my 110 chains. Chain 1, and for row 1 you're going to skip the one chain you just chain, and you're going to make a single crochet in 15 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and make single crochet in 15 stitches. So I'm done. This is 15 stitches, and now to continue we are going to be making half double crochet, and this is how we make half double crochet. So make half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. So for it not to confuse you, if you can eyeball, that's fine, but you have to put a stitch marker so that anytime you get to that chain you would not be confused. So at the end of the row, chain 2, turn over your work, and now we are going to make half double crochet back loop only. I'm sorry, my yarn is black so I can't really focus, but make half double crochet back loop only in each stitch until you get to where your stitch marker is. So I'll meet you when I'm at where my stitch marker is. So I'm at the stitch marker point, and we are going to make single crochet back loop only in the 15 chains, in the 15 single crochet above. So on top make 15 single crochets back loop only, and I'll meet you at the end. So when you get to the end, back loop only. So at the end of your row 1, so row 2, chain 1, turn over your work, and again you are going to make single crochet back loop only 15 times until where the stitch marker is. So now you're going to continue with making half double crochet back loop only until the end of the row. You're going to be alternating between row 2 and row 1 until you have 30 rows if you are doing small, and consider making 35 if you're doing medium and 38 if you're doing large. But also you have to measure your arm and do exactly that. So after you are done with one, you are going to make this 2 times the same exact thing. So I'm going to work off camera until I have 2 of these 30 rows and I'll meet you. So this is my first arm, 30 rows, and this is how it looks like, and this is the next one. So now we are going to attach this together, and we are going to attach it with slip stitch. So chain 1 and slip stitch both sides together. So you are going to slip stitch all the way up until you are left with 8 inches. So this is how the work looks like now, and this is the 8 inches left. And now you can decide to chain 1 and cut your yarn, but I don't always like cutting it, so I'm going to keep making slip stitch until I'm at the top of the work, because we are going to be working around the armhole, so I don't want to cut my yarn and join again. So this is what I'm going to do, but you can cut it at this point and attach it at the top. So now I'm at the top, so you chain 1 and go in each stitch with 1 single crochet. Go inside each stitch with 1 single crochet. Go around and I'll meet you at the end. At the end, you are going to chain 12 to connect to the other arm. And you will connect the other arm with a single crochet. And keep working your single crochet around just like you did for the other arm. If you are size medium, consider making 14 chains, and if you are large, consider making 16. So make your single crochet around and I'll meet you at the end. So at the back chain to connect, make 17. Chain 17 to connect the back. And if you are size large, consider medium, consider making 19, and if you are large, consider making 21. And connect it to the other arm with a slip stitch. Now we are going to work on the turtleneck. To begin with, chain 30. I don't want the neck too high, but if you want it too high, chain 35 or 37. And to begin row 1, you are going to slip stitch, make slip stitch in 29 chains below. So you go into each stitch, skip 1 and go into each stitch with a slip stitch until the end of the row. So at the end of the row, you are going to slip stitch in 2 stitches. In the single crochet above, you are going to slip stitch 2 times, turn over your work, skip the 2 stitches you just made, and make back loops slip stitches. So back loop only, you are going to make slip stitch until you are at the top or at the end of the row. So at the end of the row, you are going to chain 1, turn over your work and work back loops slip stitches down. This is row 3, back loop slip stitches, and at the bottom of the work you are going to make 2 slip stitches. In the single crochet space below, you are going to make 2 slip stitches. Sorry, I'm working with black so you will not see. So you are going to alternate between row 2 and row 3 around the work. So skip the 2 slip stitches you just made and go in with back loop slip stitches up. So you are going to keep alternating this until you get to where you made your first 12 chains, and I'll meet you there. At this point, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always sticking by. So this is how the work should be looking like. You are going to repeat the same exact step until you go round or until you are done with the arm neck, and this is what you should be having. So now you are going to join the turtleneck together. You are going to join it with slip stitches. So go ahead and join your turtleneck. So I prefer to go in with some slip stitch before I cut and fasten the yarn. So chain 1, cut and fasten your yarn, and you are going to cut all loose end. You can leave your work like this, or you can decide to add a few more rows at the front to cover your chest area. So to begin, join your yarn and chain 2 and make 12 double crochet inside the 12 chains. So go in each chain and make a single crochet. So at the end of the row, you are going to slip stitch 3 times. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, turn your work and skip 1 and make double crochets till the end of the row. And at the other side, you make your 3 slip stitches, chain 1, turn over your work. So you keep alternating this. I'm out of yarn, so you keep alternating this until you have the length that you want. Thank you very much for stopping by. Until we meet next week, is bye bye. And if you made it to the end of the video, please leave me a heart sign. Apparently this is someone's order. Stay hydrated. Bye bye.